Games Weasel.
Now it's time to run down my 5 most anticipated games of 2010, assuming they don't all get delayed to 2011. First up, it's Lost Planet 2. As one of the first games to come out on the 360, this game absolutely floored me in terms of the arcade-style gameplay and visuals as you fought inside big mechs in a snowy landscape and shot lots of insects in the bum. This sequel takes place 10 years after the original story, and now all the ice has melted to reveal a jungle landscape. You can now customise your character, giving more of an RPG feel to the game, and play through the game in co-op mode online. You can expect to play this one in February. Also out for a February release, it's Heavy Rain. Much has been made of the very realistic tone of this game, and details about it are still scarce. We do know that it's going to revolve around 4 different characters and question the whole good and evil thing. It's also going to have a film noir look, some supernatural elements and quick time events to play through. Whether it's any good or not remains to be seen, but if anything it will be an interesting game to play whatever the outcome, so that's why it's in my list. Out in January, it's Mass Effect 2, the sequel to the epic RPG set in space from those masters of the genre at BioWare. Set 2 years after the end of the first game, Jack Shepard is back to investigate the sudden disappearance of human colonies around the galaxy. Interestingly, you can import your save from the first game, which will directly affect how the sequel plays, and you can even die at the end of this game, which will of course affect the third part of the trilogy. It's sure to be deep and completely take away your social life. Hey, it's winter, just make sure you finish it before the spring, eh? Now coming out in March, it's God of War 3. This will be the first game of the series on the PS3 and is sure to look absolutely stunning considering it already looked pretty tasty on the PS2. Kratos still needs to go to anger management and is once again waging war with the gods. Never a good idea. Of course he's using his Blades of Athena, his bow and his big fist gauntlets to smash everything up in his path, including solid objects of the scenery. This game is sure to be a slick action experience to give you blisters, and it's a must for anyone who owns a PS3. And to be released sometime in 2010, it's Super Mario Galaxy 2. Originally supposed to be a return to the planets visited in the last game, the game has changed direction and now features all new spherical 3D worlds and, apart from using the Bee suit, completely new features and gameplay mechanics. Mario can now also ride Yoshi to swallow things and lay eggs, and the game may also include the Super Guide feature from New Super Mario Bros. Wii to help you if you get stuck. And that's good news too, as the game's supposed to be even harder than the already challenging original. Well, there's just some games I'm looking forward to playing in the first year of the next decade. Let's just hope they all actually see the light of day.
You've been watching a review from Games Weasel. If you want to get the show each week, which includes video game reviews, news, previews, competitions and special features, then head over to GamesWeasel.com for our video podcast, Games Weasel TV.
GamesWeasel.com